So this is going to be what we read in class today, Accidental Inventions by Ryan Parker. Okay, so scientists and inventors can spend years solving problems, but some life-saving inventions were actually created by accident. Paragraph 1. All inventors experience failure on their way to success. Usually, failure teaches them how to make their inventions better. They keep trying until they get their inventions right. Paragraph 2. Sometimes, failure helps in a completely different way. An experiment might not go as planned. Inventors may not have created what they wanted, but they've invented something completely new, and they have done it completely by accident. Paragraph 3. These accidental inventions don't just magically happen, though. Inventors think creatively. Otherwise, they would never recognize the new ways their inventions are useful. Here are 2 examples of inventors who turned their accidents into great inventions. Okay. Let's see here. Go. Accidental cure. Okay, so inventor Alexander Fleming, and he invented something called penicillin. Paragraph 4. Have you ever had strep throat? If you did, harmful bacteria caused your infection. Your doctor probably treated you with a medicine called penicillin. Penicillin was invented by accident by a doctor named Alexander Fleming. In 1928, Fleming was studying bad bacteria called staph. He went on vacation with his family, but forgot a dish sample of staph on his laboratory bench. He returned a few weeks later. He discovered mold had grown in the staph sample. Amazingly, the mold had killed all the staph bacteria around it. Fleming studied the mold. He discovered the world's first antibiotic in it. He named it penicillin. Penicillin killed bacteria. Eventually, Fleming's penicillin was produced in factories. During World War II, penicillin saved countless wounded soldiers. It killed their infections. In 1945, Fleming won the top science prize in the world, the Nobel Prize. His accidental discovery has since saved millions of lives. So, infection is a disease caused by germs. Antibiotic, a medicine that can kill harmful bacteria. Okay, so here's our little captions. So, first thing that happened, Fleming forgot a staph sample on his bench. Mold grew in the sample and killed the bacteria. 2, Fleming studied the mold and discovered penicillin. And then 3, now penicillin is produced in factories. Okay, so one of the strategies in our toolkit that we're going to be working on is using word strategies. When you do not know the meaning of a word, look for clues on the page. You may need to look up the word in a dictionary to understand its meaning. So we can even ask Siri, Siri, what's penicillin? And she'll bring up some things that you would know about that. So these items that we have on the sides are going to be things we do in class. Okay, I'm going to read the next section for you. Okay, so here's another accidental invention, and this one is Kevlar. Okay, so that might be something you're familiar with. And it's an accidental lifesaver. Inventor Stephanie Wallach, and her invention is Kevlar. Paragraph 7. What's 5 times stronger than steel but lighter than cotton? This isn't a riddle, it's Kevlar. Kevlar is an incredible plastic material. It has many uses because it is so strong and light. You might not know it, but Kevlar is found in many places. It is used at racetracks and in kitchens. It's even used in space. But we came close to never having it at all. That's because a scientist named Stephanie Wallach invented Kevlar by accident in 1965. Wallach was a chemist. She wanted to make a light material to use in tires. The material had to be just as strong and as durable as steel. Wallach experimented with different solutions. She would mix the solutions and spin them extremely fast in a special machine. When spun around, the liquid formed into thin fibers, but Qualic was not having much luck. All the fibers she made were too weak. They could not replace steel. Luckily, Qualic was resilient. She kept making new solutions. Eventually, she made one that looked different. She thought it was a mistake. It was watery and cloudy, instead of clear and thick like the other solutions. The other scientists wanted her to throw it out. They thought spinning the solution would be a waste of time. Solutions, liquid mixtures, fibers, thin threads that are used to make cloth or other materials. But Qualic was determined. She was hoping that this solution could work. She finally convinced her co-worker to spin the solution in the machine. Just like other times, the solution formed into fibers. But these fibers were different. They were tough and sturdy. The fibers were woven into a fabric. It was light, it was flexible, so it didn't break when bent. It didn't melt when heated. It didn't rip when pulled or cut. This new technology was Kevlar. Everyone was surprised. Qualic was so excited that she almost yelled, "Eureka!" Now, Kevlar is used in many products besides tires. It is used in body armor for soldiers and police officers. It is strong enough to help stop bullets. Kevlar vests have saved over 3,000 lives. Kevlar is also fire resistant, so it's used in firefighters' clothing and boots. And Kevlar's qualities make it the perfect material to use in space suits. Kevlar is also used in more ordinary items. You can find it in drums, ropes, tennis rackets, and bicycle tires. You probably have something that uses Kevlar in your home. The invention of Kevlar put Qualic into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Qualic's resilience and determination helped her discover a powerful material unlike anything that existed before. Okay, so step 1 was Qualic made many solutions. One looked like a mistake. When her co-worker spun it, the solution formed into fibers. The fibers were woven into a fabric, Kevlar. It is used in many products. Right, so these activities that we have on the sides here we'll do when we are in class, and you will now have some background for doing your at-home work, and we will catch you up when you're here. All right.